Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Heems. Thought I'd get with you guys with another video. Slightly different as far as how we're about to go into it, but I'm just going to go ahead and start it. To anybody that knows me, or if you really, or let me rewind that and say that if you don't know me, then to you, I may appear as a very quiet or a shy person. Now, to anybody out there who is very quiet or they're very selective, it's nothing wrong with being quiet. You know, sometimes it's better, like the old saying goes, silence is golden. By that meaning is, one, it keeps you from saying something that can eventually come up as a problem or even be ammo to a person that maybe you're talking to. And when you're quiet, you can actually listen and hear what other people are saying. Sometimes whether they're directly in front of you or if they're just in an earshot where you can hear them around you. And that can apply anywhere. That could be in your school. That could be at work. That could just be you just walking up and down the street. You'd be surprised sometimes what you can hear when you're quiet or when you stop to listen. And people sometimes look at it as, well, maybe you're socially awkward. Everybody has different personalities. Everybody has what they do. Like the old saying goes too, with everything that we do, it's a time and a place for everything under the sun. It's a time to work. It's a time to play. This is a place where this person is the person I could talk to about a lot of things versus someone else who you may or may not want to give away any information because they might actually try to use that information to hurt you. Now, as I said before, at the end of the day, people are going to talk about you regardless. People are going to say things about you regardless. But if you can also depend on the people that you're around, depend on the company that you keep, try to be careful and really get to know who it is that you have in your circle. Because everybody that's around you is not really there for you. And I'm not saying that, I'm just saying in general. If you have people that you've really in your circle and they're all good people, you know them thoroughly, God bless you. But to the people that either kind of find themselves like, not quite sure, days and times, depending on the situation that just happened, either with that person or something that happened around that person, you got to look and analyze that stuff because at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. And a part of taking care of yourself too is, trying to find good company, like I was saying before, being your number one supporter, and yet also try to find people who can be supportive to you. Who are willing to see things through with you. They can agree to disagree. They may not agree always with what you're doing, but yet at the same time, because they care about you as a friend, that they will do everything that they can to still help you see your goal through, no matter what, even if they're not sure, but they still believe in you. If you say you can move a mountain, they're going to tell you, well, shoot, if you believe you can move a mountain, I don't see how, but I'll do what I can to help you do it. That's all you need. Anybody else that's giving you, I don't know, man, you ain't exactly that strong, you ain't hit the gym, or you want people that's really gonna be there for you. So when I say by quiet all around, and it gets even deeper, just in the sense of, no, I'm quiet because, like I said too, I like to listen, I like to know people, and I've had, like I said, trial and errors before too with making friends, people who I've come to know. And, at the time, things seemed cool, but because of things either that I've experienced with that person on their end, my end, it didn't work out. And so we had to part ways. We don't roll in the same circles no more. It's not bad. The only thing I would just say is I wish I would have, knowing this now, would have done that even then. So to anybody out there, if you find yourself too, like you're kind of like, or you're questioning yourself like, damn, like, well, I don't really have a lot of friends. Honestly, people who have so-called a lot of friends, 20, 30 people, those are not really their friends. And that's something that people struggle with sometimes, or they fail to see that. These are people, yeah, you got a bunch of people, but how often are they really actively in your life? Yeah, you might see them at a party. Yeah, you can invite them somewhere and they may be down to do it. But if you're in a jam, if you're in a financial jam, if you're stressed out, you're bummed out, you're questioning everything that maybe you're doing or what you have been doing, even if it was something positive, and you're looking for somebody to be that, that uplifter to boost you up and keep you pushing. How many of those people can you honestly contact? How many of them will actually pick up the phone when you call? That's something that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, or, just for the sake of not being alone, they're willing to put up with anything. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything, meaning that if you don't believe in any kind of like morals, moral fiber, your moral compass, and I can talk about that later, like if you don't believe in something that's righteous or positive, you don't have no set of rules for yourself of your do's, your don'ts, your turn-ons, your turn-offs in life, then anybody that comes along and they say this or that, you'll run with it. You'll believe it. You'll follow it. And like those saying, you'll even fall, you'll, basically fall to your death on it in a metaphoric way, like as if you drive your life into ruin by following or believing these things. So first and foremost, always work on yourself. Like I've said in previous videos, know what you want, know what you don't want. And because you don't have a lot of friends, or because you may come across as quiet, does not make anything wrong. That's absolutely, because at the end of the day, there's over 1 billion and plus more people in this world, and everybody is not for everybody. But we can, at least as a society and as a whole, at least look at it as, hey, we may not believe in everything. No, we may not like everything, but we can at least agree to disagree. Or we can, one thing agree on is just to respect each other and their own way of living and how they live. If we did that, or if we do that, the world would be a better place. But guys, I know this one dragged out a little bit longer, but guys, let me know what you think. I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. Peace.